with the fire hot. Well, this come to burn all false leader on all media. You feel like them can surround the revolutionary soldier. True Jah, Babylon did conquer.
Welcome to another episode of Jesse I Interviews, recorded and edited once again on the lands of the Wurundjeri and Boonwurrung people of the Kulin Nation, so-called Melbourne, Australia. Always was, always will be Aboriginal land. Firstly, I want to shout out the patrons of the podcast: Armageddon Time, Empress Irie, Ben Comerford, Tom Tanuki, and Daniel Big Man Ting. While the financial support is awesome, the in-principle support was even more important this month, and it really helped me to get this podcast out. Now I feel a sense of obligation to keep them coming, which is a good thing. Sometimes I need a little extra pressure. It's pretty easy to just put things off for another week. But if you've been enjoying the podcast and you're in a position to support it with a few bucks, you can do so at www.patreon.com/Jesse_interviews. I'll put the link up in the show notes as well. This episode features an interview from my third trip to Jamaica back in 2004. This features one of my favourite artists at the time, Anthony B. I think my enthusiasm comes across pretty clearly in this recording. This was recorded out the back of the Jah Freedom recording studio in Negril on Jamaica's western coast. On this trip I was travelling with an Australian producer, Jake Savona, aka Mr. Savona, who many will know from his internationally acclaimed Havana Meets Kingston project. At this time he was more of a budding producer really, and this was his first trip to Jamaica, also his first attempt at working with Jamaican artists as opposed to the local Australian artists he'd mainly worked with before this. Basically, I came along on the trip to help him get in touch with Jamaican artists to voice on his rhythms and to handle all the negotiations. Although it would have made things much easier to work from Kingston as a base, we decided to stay in Negril and work out of Jah Freedom studio, purely because our friend Ranking Yoni was working there as an intern of sorts and we were able to stay at his place for free. I slept on the floor for 2 weeks. Good times. It actually was good times. It was a lot of fun. We managed to link a lot of artists in that time despite being away from the hustle and bustle of Kingston. I'm not a huge fan of Negril generally. Too many scammers and hustlers for my liking, but it was pretty nice to be able to just walk a few hundred metres and go for a swim at the end of a recording session. Jake managed to come away from this trip with some great recordings too. You can find the fruits of his labours from this trip on his album Melbourne Meets Kingston. One thing I enjoy about this recording is the sounds of evening Jamaica, the distinctive insect noises in particular. You can also hear the voice of Steve, the owner of Jah Freedom, when someone rings for Anthony B on a landline. This was in the days before cell phones. I'd forgotten about how hard it was to make contact with different people back in these days. So right now, Jesse I interviews Anthony B, Negril, Jamaica in 2004. Yes, right now I'm at Jah Freedom recording studio in Negril, Jamaica with none other than the original fireman, Anthony B. Give thanks.
Blazing, burning.
Yes, King. It's an honour to have you with us here on Chant Down Babylon. We've been playing your music for as long as the radio show's been going, and a pure fire. And I should say that a couple of weeks back before we left Australia, we did a special on crime and corruption, and no other artist had as many big tunes dealing with the subject as Anthony B. So I want to say maximum respect. Maybe you can talk a little bit about why you speak about these issues like crime and corruption so much. It's so important.
Because I think for me, first and foremost, music is like the alphabet. You understand? For kids, it's like education,
right.
Like a tool, like a book and a pencil, or a classroom. You understand? The first, before any kid know their subject, or before they know the English language, or before they know the science or the maths, they know music.
True.
They know songs.
Yeah, they know the heartbeat.
They know the heartbeat before
else.
anything else. You understand? That's not something that the parents teach to them. A lot of the times they sing songs, the parents would say, "Where you hear that from?" You understand? So to me, music is a very great instrument of influence. So I'm trying to use it with a positive sense. You understand? So yes. For me, I want to be somebody with a purpose. You understand? Not a rebel without a cause.
Right.
So that's why I keep my music like this. Keep it like this, because I'm always a conscious, positive person, even before I enter reggae music.
Right.
Feel. As I always say, if I'm a mason or a captain, I would still be a Rasta man.
See.
I would still be a conscious person.
Right.
I'm not a reggae dread, you know? Yeah.
Alright, well I usually like to start my interviews at the beginning, so maybe you can tell us a little bit about where you were born, what life was like growing up as a youth.
Well, I was born in a parish called Chilani, you understand, which is the cockpit country of Jamaica.
Right.
You understand? Famous warrior like Kojo, which is the maroon, the man.
Yeah.
These people. You understand? It's a farming parish, yam and banana.
Right.
Carry water upon your head. Standpipe. You understand?
Yep.
Latrine, as what we call outside bathroom.
Yep.
You walk like half mile from your house. You understand? So we grew up with that lifestyle. Get up, bring water before you go to school in the morning. You would have to go to the hills and look broom.
Right.
We used to sweep the yard. You understand? So we grew up with a farming lifestyle. Going on the farm, grow up have your own farm, plant your own yam, plant your banana. You understand? Migrate to Kingston.
When was that? How old were you when you went to Kingston?
Well, young age, I would say 11, 12,
Right.
13, in those age.
Yep.
You understand? So maybe in 1988.
So what took you to Kingston?
Well, to live with one of my uncle. That's
Right.
better life and betterment because the country, as I said, the country is more laid back.
Yep.
You understand? Obviously the country, if you want to explore, if you want to become something, if you want to go to college, you have to go into the city. If you want to go to high school for a better education, you have to go into the city.
Right.
You understand? So I think that's what brings me to Kingston.
Right.
Opportunity.
So what was it like moving to Kingston as a teenager? When did you start getting involved with music and everything?
Well, moving to Kingston, the total different lifestyle is that you don't bring water no more.
Mm.
Understand? You don't farm no more. You know, you have water in your house, you have inside bathroom. Understand? You would see different type of thing.
Yep.
Violence in the country would be like two-man fight and stone and hit
Fist
somebody.
versus
Fist
guns
somebody,
in the city.
You're not going to sit in the you see guns,
Yeah, right.
which you know see it with police, you see it with person, whatever they say, my gun this.
Mm.
It look unreal to you, you say, your own gun. You understand? So it's a total different lifestyle. But getting into the music is like growing up in Portmore. Portmore is this new community, just coming together.
Yeah.
Just new people from all over, people from different parish, people from in the city, people from the different ghettos coming together in this community. So it's coming together, creating your own vibes now. You have to try to create this corner. So you find youth and youth come together, sit on a tree at even time, nothing to do because it's a new community.
Right.
Road just finished.
Yep.
Shop is also the only thing you have is like corner shop. So we would start up a little thing called Ghetto Show, which is like the greatest show on earth, like a little 2-box sound system. And you put that out on the street side and make like a little board stage. And start the DJ right there till the crowd start to build. You find 100, 200 till thousands of people.
Right.
Then you'd find big star in those days like Shabarang, Supercat.
Mm.
Those artists would come through. You understand? Shaka Demos, Players, all those artists till it become famous.
Yeah.
Become like this. You understand? This event that people look to every Wednesday night.
Right.
And so that's where I start making my name. You understand? Because I was also a part founder of this event and people start to look to me. I would be like the closing act every night, no matter who come for me, sing it, finish. You understand? So that's how the vibe started out. You understand? In Portmore.
Where did it go from there?
Well, we go to Jewsland now, start to go into a studio. Black Scorpio studio.
Black Scorpio was the first producer to voice you.
No, there's a producer called Wizard.
But at Black Scorpio studio.
No, he came me to a studio called Sonic Sound. You remember a label called Wizard label?
Right.
His name is Sid. He put out a song with Mega Bantan and Ricky General
Right.
in those days called Remix, what they do. Like Ricky General and Mega Bantan do a lot of songs. And Red Dragon.
So what year is this like?
This is like maybe 91, 92.
Right. Right.
Understand? But those songs, there's a song called Poor Life It No Nice. I did a next song with Lico Devon. Understand? But Lico Devon is a person who take me now to Black Scorpio studio.
Right.
Start going to Black Scorpio studio and I meet Richard Bell, which is Star Trail, and
Yeah.
that's how the hookup come.
Right.
Understand? I start the voicing for Star Trail, then I start the voicing for Black Scorpio.
Okay.
Understand? We were just going to Scorpio studio, but you wouldn't get a chance to go into Scorpio voicing room and voice.
See.
You just hang out there looking to that would be like your little garden.
Okay.
Where you go and sow your seed and hoping that it grow, you know?
Yeah. So what was the first tune that you actually voiced and got released?
Well, the first song that got released for me is a song called Brazil Dance. That's 1994.
Okay.
Brazil win the World Cup. I did a song called Brazil
Right.
Dance. Rock them pamper. Those time, the big rhythm in Jamaica at that time was a Cardirai rhythm. Beanie Man. Got to roll dance, a beanie fine again. Understand? 2 foul and me, yeah. That rhythm was the rhythm at the moment.
Right.
So I go on that rhythm and I did a song. That's the first rhythm I get a song on. It's called Jump Up and Prance, rock them like a baby with the Brazil dance. You understand? Then Future Trouble did a song called Ay 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 Ooh in that same year, 94, coming like to December.
Yeah.
You understand? And I did a counteraction for that song. You understand? Then Jump, name Sniff Coker come from Bellevue, coming from Rastabo, Ay 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 Ooh. And that song is a song now that start to get me going all around the dance.
Yeah.
Then Future Trouble counteract my song with a song called Hong Kong me born and a China me live. And I originate the Karachi business, you understand?
Yeah.
Then I did a song named Karachi Man With You. And it was like every promoter was calling for me and Future Trouble. For me to go on. That's the first time I go on Sunsplash.
Yeah, right.
It's the first time I go on Sting. But we didn't actually clash. But I get a chance to go on the show as a young artist.
Mm.
And did tremendously well. You understand? At that time I built a song called Repentance Time, which it wasn't on record at that.
Yeah.
But I do it on the stage show. So I baptized Bounty Killer, I baptized Beanie Man. And that song now, like it mash up every event. Then I record it for Star Trail. That's the first song. Come out.
Right.
The second song come out for me now on Star Trail label.
Right.
Understand? After that I did a song called One Thing I Can Do, One Thing I Can Say. And that song on Earth the Heart come out and start to play in the dance.
Right.
Then I did it for Ricky Trooper and Kilimanjaro. And that's 95 when Kilimanjaro and King Addis clash in
Right.
Portmore.
And those tunes went onto the Real Revolutionary album on Star Trail, right?
Yeah.
That was, for me, that was the first one where I ever heard Anthony B. Was that an album? Was that the album that broke you internationally?
Yeah, that's the first album
Right.
that broke Anthony. That's my first album ever, and that's
Okay.
first album.
Right.
The second album I did after that was called Universal Struggle.
Right.
That's that, which is the second Star Trail album.
Yeah. Tunes like One Back. And
Yeah. It's a universal struggle.
Yeah.
You don't have to say yes.
Rastaman School,
Yeah, man.
Mockingbird, all them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
it's a big album.
Storm winds are blowing everywhere.
And from there, you've just released album after album.
Yeah, the third album was Seven Seals.
Yep.
That's the second album we got.
Do you
For the
have?
bag of people you make us suffer. You understand?
Yeah. And you've worked with VP. Released a lot of those. We work with a lot of other labels as well, right?
Yeah.
And I believe you just signed a deal with Universal now.
Yeah, I signed to Togetherness Record.
Yep.
And then we did this album with Togetherness Record. We shop it and get the deal from Universal Record. The album is called Untouchable.
Right.
Understand? So I'm now signed to Togetherness and Universal Record.
Yeah. So how's it been as a Jamaican artist that came up in the music business in Jamaica and Kingston to have really busted reggae music internationally? Like you were talking earlier about artists like Burning Spear that have always commanded a certain amount of respect, well deserved, the history and the music, but now you're at a level where you're drawing just as many people all over Europe and all over the world. How does that feel as a Jamaican artist to have taken the music so far and have a new generation of reggae fans listening to your music?
Well, as we always say about this music, the pioneers like Bob Marley and Burning Spear and Peter Tosh, Jacob Miller, Jimmy Cliff, those people who you would see like the people who lay the subways, those people who were blasting those rocks and those mountains to create this train line. You understand? Like those people who were fighting to invent, you understand, aviation so we could fly around the world. So these are what these people are to the music. So for me now, it's a little bit easier because a market is set up, infrastructure is set up. As you understand, it's already popular. The music is popular. It's just for you to come with the proper music. That's the people are looking for from reggae music.
Yeah.
And it would take effect. Because Bob Marley take music to the highest level. He take it right to the Hall of Fame. And that's the highest music can go. Sky's the limit and Bob Marley reach there. So to have somebody from your genre of music as a legend, it's great for the music because there's many genres of music in the world that don't create a legend, that don't create a superstar. You understand? The reggae creates so much.
That's right.
You understand? So I think it's easier. Sean Paul now is doing a very great work. Shab already set that pattern. Supercat. You understand? Those people lay those foundations. So when Sean Paul come up, people could say, oh, it's like another Shabba Ranks.
Yeah.
Elephant Man, oh, it's like another Shabba Ranks. So those patterns are set. You understand? So those things going on like Yellow Man.
Yeah.
You understand? So
Well, I want to ask, with those artists, obviously Bob Marley took pure Rasta reggae to the whole world, but the artists that have come up recently, like from Shabba Ranks and Supercat to Sean Paul now, the artists that are having big international success right now aren't coming with a Rasta message. It's a different thing. Where do you reckon the Rasta thing fits into the bigger commercial picture worldwide?
well, looking at Bob Marley, tremendous success. Bob Marley have a genius behind him who break Bob Marley. You understand? So there's a lot of music around like Bob Marley, but there's not a lot of genius who come and to present it the right way. So a record label can come and sign a reggae artist, but does he know how to market this artist's music, to paint a picture? Sometimes it's more about the artist that can sell the music sometimes than about the music. Sometimes it's more about the music than the artist that can sell the music. You understand? So sometimes you need to figure and draw a line in between there.
Yeah.
Where maybe if you come and you market an artist as a true Rastafarian, then he can sell the record after people getting to understand the music. Then maybe if you come and market the music first, then maybe people get to understand who is this person. But I think the clashes is how much person is willing to stand up and be the Chris Blackwell, to make that sacrifice. You understand? And the type of music that break Bob Marley international, figure them out. They are music that, Rasta music, but they are simple music. You understand? Which the simple mind people who love these music wouldn't just see it as Rasta music.
Right.
A music like One Love would be an anthem of the world. It
True.
would not just be a Rasta music.
True.
So Bob Marley sing music in such a simplifying manner that that's what take it across.
Right.
It's not just the Rasta message
Yeah.
in the music. And when people in reggae music who's marketing reggae music can see that, then I think the music will go.
Right.
Than just looking for a Rasta artist, not just that.
Universal message.
The first video I see on TV over the world for Bob Marley, it's One Love.
Yeah.
It's a lot of different children playing in
Right.
New York in the streets. Nothing to do with who chanting around and I bring you fire.
Yep.
Understand? If they're gonna come and market you now as a Rasta artist, this is the way they would market you. Chanting around and bring you fire. They wouldn't take you, put you on top of the world with all these different children, all these different country, showing this is the purpose of what, this is what you're about. Chris Blackwell tag Bob Marley, this is what he's about. One Love, bringing all these people together. So then people would say, oh, we need a person like that in the world, man. You understand? So it's more about what he's about.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's always an interesting area, and obviously you have music that deals with all everything,
type of issue.
from girls to ganja.
Okay,
to,
so you can put out an album and a record company is trying to market this album. But maybe if they pick a song of the album and a strong topic of a song that maybe can market that song, then that song can create something.
Yeah.
You understand? I think that's a route
Yeah.
Chris Blackwell take with Bob Marley. You understand? He
Yeah.
picked points and topics and album. Bob Marley album was like Catch a Fire. This is a lighter, you flash, catch a fire.
Yeah.
See, look at that.
The marketing from
the marketing strategy.
Yeah.
Back in those days. You
Yeah.
understand?
So yeah, it's a different level now, but it's the same principle behind it.
Same principle
Yeah.
behind it. You understand? So
Yeah.
I think that's what we need. That's what we need.
Yeah. Well, I want to ask about the revolutionary side of the lyrics, because obviously you can present any types of lyrics in the right way and it can work, but the revolutionary side of the music, there's a lot of us that is what inspires us, and certain types of topics won't get played on commercial radio, and even in Jamaica I know you've had enough tunes be banned over the years.
Won't get played. So you see, then it's not just us. They see what Bob Marley can do with that music. You know? So it's like this, something is new to the world, give it a run and see what it can do. Now we see what this can do. We cannot let this thing grow. See? So the world is here and say, yeah, there's nobody who is doing it like Bob Marley. There's a lot doing it like Bob Marley, but they would not give you that breathing space like Bob Marley. We can't allow another person to come who say Haile Selassie is the Almighty, to be powerful, that he can go to America and pull 20 million people. To tell these 20 million people that Haile Selassie is God. No, we can't allow that. Give them a little thing. Let them go around and do what they do. But, you understand? So, it's a barrier.
True.
And it can be broken. But with diplomacy. See, so that's how we ask the fans in reggae music to sit and look at diplomacy and look where we can break this barrier and try to focus on artists who's trying to use diplomacy to break the barrier, because to break these barriers sometimes, I'm all about Rastafarian. My life is about Rasta. My God is Haile Selassie. If I break the barrier singing a song that, yeah, I love you, girl, I'm still a Rasta man. What I stand for is more stronger. If I have 50 million fans, I'm a stronger person than a person with 10,000 fans. If I get 50 million fans, I do more work for Rastafari than a person who do a work at getting 10,000 fans.
Yeah.
You understand? So it's diplomacy. Haile Selassie, I teach I have diplomacy. You understand? When Selassie was going to meet the Queen, he just a different way from he was going to meet Kennedy. You understand? This is the king who I praise. This is the king who we study.
Yeah.
His lifestyle and his literature. This is how we live our life. So a lot of people out there, they know the music, but they don't know the king we praise. So that's what true a lot of people think sometimes you're on the right track, which you're on the right track. But we can't get up every day and war every day. You understand? 'Cause our king is not just a warrior. You understand? He's also a peacemaker. He's the Prince of Peace also. Our king is the greatest lover. Haile Selassie is the only leader in the world that ever get his throne to sit on. And when they say his queen cannot sit beside him, he give up his throne and say, without my empress crown, I cannot sit down. So all of these principles is in the principle of Rastafari. It's not just get up and say you burn the leaders. There's many different aspects. There's economical different aspect. You understand? There's literature, there's education. Through my music I try to teach youth, and you cannot only teach a youth by just saying, well, destroy that, be a revolutionary. You have to teach them sometime why you even go ahead and destroy and say, burn that. See, like if a man say, yeah, burn Jesus and stop there, you find 1 million people want to kill him. But if him say burn Jesus and this is the reason why, then you would have to spend the time and listen.
Yeah. Think about what he's saying.
Think about what he's saying. So you understand? So that's where music is now. The music is at an explanation level now where it's going through a lot of different phases, because that's what Haile Selassie life is about. A lot of different stages.
Yeah.
You understand? A lot of different phases. Right now the biggest problem in Rastafari eyesight is the economical development of black people. You understand? It's not even a social development again, nor a governmental development. It's an economical development. We have to start to learn now to do like other communities do, like the Chinese community, like the white community, like the Indian community, like the Asian community. And how we are going to do that? If we only teach through the revolutionary eyes, then love now go get for anchor the way we want it to.
Right.
You understand? 'Cause for me to be truly revolutionary, I have to be truthful and to be bold. That means I can't leave no spot, I can't leave no turn, no partiality. That's a revolutionary song. You understand? When my black brother hear a revolutionary song, there's no chance for him now to sit and look at nobody with a loving eye. Because in revolution is memory. And in memory, there's a lot of things that will come up where you're sour and bitter. You understand? So if we want to get love across now, what sometimes we have to do is ignore a lot of things. You understand? You don't forget about it. But you pass it for a while and I look for a different solution, because we're searching for love. And we tried this already. So we go try our next door, because Bob Marley said one door closed, many more open. See? So we knock this revolutionary door so long that we're not the love door now. You understand? So that's how I'm there right now, trying to get the music across, sell some more music.
Yeah.
You understand? I think that's what stop Rasta music. All of us come with one aim, to sing about Rastafari and it will sell. None of us come with the aim, with the business aim.
Right.
Bob Marley was a man with that aim. Looking back at his life, he was a businessman.
True.
Great businessman also. See? So I think that's where we have to start search now to build ourselves more powerful as Rasta singers and as Rasta musicians and as Rastafarian, where the business is concerned. Red, green and gold boop is selling everywhere. It's a Rasta thing. It's a Rasta color, it's being worn by Rasta. But who is making the money off of it? Because Rasta look at it like nothing. Because if Rasta say, well, if I put it in a business and I look for money, it will look like I deal with vanity. No. But we need economical development, because we have generations and generations that to come. You understand? So that is the part where we have to work on now.
Right. So you don't see any problem mixing religion and money? Because to me, one problem, when you look at the established church, it's all about collection flake.
No, but you see, religion is something that was made by man, you know. And money is something that was made by man. See, so anything that was made by man, they go together.
Right.
You understand? Because if you listen to it, religion and money. If you even go back to where, reading about Christ, the church, they say they build the church to worship Christ. You understand? But in the Bible, they say Christ went to Jerusalem and destroyed the church. Because there was gambling in the church. And there was offering, collecting in the church. You understand? So, even the Christ that the church was created to worship, burn the church. You understand?
Yeah.
So it's a business. But listen this, all of us have a conscience. You understand? Which, that's what let us sleep. If you don't want to sleep, do something bad that is not right on your conscience. And 3-4 days you wonder, oh, you will never sleep. You don't tired. You don't want to sleep, you're uncomfortable. Somebody's going after you to kill you. I know this person want to kill you. Your conscience still. So if you turn, you feel like you can't sleep because you're tormented. You understand? So it's the same thing. These people now, rich millionaires, wake up, you find yourself with 350 billion pounds. one son, he's already rich. 25 business place, 10 palace. And you drive through your community, there's 100,000 people on the street, homeless, hungry. See? But you wouldn't give those people $1 million. He's a man that makes 70 billion every day. You wouldn't go and say, well, 1 million could build a plaza for these people and set them up. You would take the 20 million and put yourself in a rocket and sail to space for 170 million a trip just to go and look.
Yeah.
You understand? After you do that now, looking at these people in the street, you can't sleep, So you have to create a place where you can go and bury these conscience to feel good about yourself. That's what the church is about. For these rich people to feel good about themselves. So this is where they go and donate. Anything they got to give to the poor, they donate it to the church. And the church let them look good. When they come and you feel bad, the Father will say, oh, I pray for you, man. Don't worry about that, man. God will wash away all those sins, man. See? So the church is the conscience box.
And the whole time the Bible says it's easier for a rich man to pass through the eye of a needle than to enter the gates of Zion.
That's why they got to create the church. Because they realize say, it's easier to go to eye of a needle than to go to the gate of Zion. So they cannot go to Zion. So where they got to go? Church. So that's their own Zion. You understand? Because the rich man is not going to give up. If rich man and his money shall not depart. So him not leave his money for go Zion. So him create his own Zion. You understand? He won't leave his money to go heaven. So he's building his own heaven. Go out there in moon, go out there in Jupiter, go out there in Mars. Anyway you can find an Zion, make it, man. You understand? Because the earth laws is just like God laws. If you realize, these people, scientists, they study life, the cycle of life, and that's how they build their laws. They don't just come up with a law. You understand? Lawmakers is not people that just come up with a law and say, this is illegal. They study the cycle. You understand?
Yeah.
And they go by the cycle. They create the timetable by the cycle. They create Julius Caesar and these people, when they were creating these time codes and all of these calendars, they study the time. They know the sunrise there. They know the moonrise there. They know. So they study the cycle. And that's how they create everything. That's why, what is in the cycle of life? Numbers. There is no name in the code of science. It's all numbers. Numbers and colors. Numbers, colors and sound. See what the world is going to right now.
Right now?
Yeah.
War.
Numbers, colors and sound. That's what the war is about.
Okay.
Everybody in the world have to have beer and number. You cannot go to Iraq and tell these people that. No, these people name is being here for the last 3 million years. My name Dung Dang. It is handed down. I'm Dung Dang 17.
Yeah, right.
Zin Dang 35. These people not changing their name for nothing. How can we change their name? Change their constitution. Change their government. Jamaica got a social security number,
Yeah.
You understand? We have a social security number in Jamaica, which is a TRN.
Calls for him.
You understand?
You want to pause this 1 second? This calls for you.
Fifth time.
Who?
Some youth that you told you were going to be here.
Call him back now, man, I do an interview.
He's still doing the interview. He said call him back. Alright, no problem.
Let's wait till he stops speaking because it'll come up on this mic.
Understand?
Yeah. All right. Well, speaking of the scientists and everybody coming up with laws, politicians, why they ban? If they've studied nature and natural things, why have they banned herb?
Well, because you see, herb is one of the best resources known to man. You understand? If herb is legal, all of us rich. Because herbs can make oil, herbs can make soap, herbs can make clothes, herbs can make so much things to make money from.
Even just food.
Even just normal food. You understand? So, we cannot allow something like this that we cannot control to grow. Because if it's legal, that means we cannot control the growth of it. Who make the money off what's illegal?
Who makes the money?
Off what's illegal.
What's legal? Government.
What's illegal?
Yeah, what's illegal?
Who make the money off what's illegal?
All kinds of people.
No.
What do you say?
the people who make the laws. They make the money off what's illegal. They create the laws. That means
Explain.
they're saying coke is coming from Colombia.
Mm.
So they create the border between Colombia and America. But they would never say coke is coming from Venezuela. So they don't create a border there.
And they take the money from Venezuela, lock down Colombia.
So is it who create the laws? You understand?
Yeah.
These are the people it benefits, you know. These are the people it benefit.
Yeah.
The little man who go out there and sell his drugs
Yeah.
and sell it, they can watch you for 100 years.
Mm.
They don't care about you. Whenever they want you, they get everything you got.
Right. That's
So
true.
if you sell a billion pound of coke,
They can take it when they want.
whenever they come for you, it's
Yeah.
theirs.
Right.
You understand?
Yeah, totally.
So, whatsoever. Marijuana was illegal, was made illegal because of New York. Some may have New York and America. America is a country that make marijuana illegal.
Yeah, I read that.
You understand? Marijuana wasn't something. Marijuana was the best thing back in the days because ship used to use marijuana make rope.
Yep.
Best
Yeah.
rudder rope for ship
Strongest
used to make
fiber.
by. So they used to manufacture these things.
Mm.
You understand? But now that different aviation start and they find different resources, they make it illegal. You understand? So illegals, there was no America is not a country with an empire. America is like England or France where monarchy and down, riches and down to these people from the 12th centuries or from 200 years ago. You understand?
America's a corporate
America
monarchy.
is a corporate monarchy. That means if there is nothing illegal in this country, there's no money. The first wealthy family in America is off illegal liquor. So this is how the country built. You understand?
Yeah.
This, all these rich families is half what's illegal.
Yeah.
They are the lawmakers. They are the influence. They are the sponsors of these presidents and the schools, the Wales and all these big schools, the Harvard. They are the makers of these schools.
Yeah.
They donate the lands and the space, and they keep these schools running. So the new president, they grow him. Every new leader, they grow him. They know him. They groom him. They influence him. He know their influence and what they can do. When he's in power, these people, he bow to them.
Yeah. You take a look at George Bush, the man's a monkey, he's a puppet.
He can't
He
do
just does
nothing
what he's
else
told.
because there's richer people than you and they create this presidency for you. Whenever you get powerless, they put somebody else there. It's a District of Columbia run America, man. It's a corporate country, it's a business, and in every organization have a president, they have a chair board.
True.
So Jah Bush is the president of America, not the president of Jamaica. Is part of America. Jamaica, North America, and South America, you know. One country, you know. Continent.
Even down in Australia, we're
Even Australia.
we're a separate continent. We're our own continent, but we still follow America. We might as well, the way it's going.
You understand? So I'm a manipulation of the human principle, man. You understand?
Yeah.
And what's natural.
All right, we're taking it back, talking about the fire earlier and lyrically blazing the fire, and obviously Rasta must come with fire, but I know your lyrics dealing with police in a country like Jamaica, which leads the world in extrajudicial killings. Police kill more people here than anywhere else in the world, so I've read. So for a man like you to speak about what's going on with the police, do you ever feel nervous? Do you feel like you're putting your own neck on the line?
Well, never feel nervous to do no work, you know, because we burn the authority bigger than police, which is the
Right.
Prime Minister and the opposition.
Yeah.
So even cops stop me and a cop stop me in Ocean, and I say, well, any day him lock up me, he will get a medal. And he will be one of the most rewarded police.
Yeah.
'Cause he's gonna jump. A lot of police are jumping the air because they
Yeah.
want to hold a man like me.
I'll bet.
You understand? But the work have to be done. You understand? And the reason why you hear a lot of my songs them stand out because a lot of things entertainers know about it, you know, but they won't speak about it.
Right.
You understand?
Yep.
Because no forward, no night, no real up no night, no hype no night. I was a show tonight and I can't afford for no man pest me right now. See?
Yeah.
So that's why you find certain songs just me sing it. You understand?
Mm.
There's issues right now plaguing the business. Right now in this time. And you will never hear nobody speak about it.
Yeah, it's true.
You understand? Not even interview about it.
Mm.
They will never talk about it.
Mm.
Because that's the way they are. They would wait for you to just see?
Well, one thing I heard was after Jah got locked up, I heard that it was police, government framed him for certain things that he'd been saying, not just on records but at stage shows as well. Have you heard anything about that? You don't know if there's any truth in that?
Well, I don't really know.
Oh, yeah.
I was on tour when
When it
all
happened.
this go down with Jah
Right.
Freedom. Understand? But the only thing I can say is freedom for Jah Freedom.
Mm.
Whatsoever go down, youth like that for their road.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Too much gunman there road. We are shoot people. If you are singer, we are just a sing him a sing their prison.
Mm. Well, okay. I wanted to ask you. Obviously, you've come to Jah Freedom today to do some work with Jake here from Australia. It's the first time an Australian artist has ever, or Australian producer has ever come over to work with Jamaican artists. How can you tell us a little about how it was working with his rhythm?
Well, it's a Jah, you know. Rhythm is
Mm.
very hype. We give it 100% right now in Jamaica.
Yeah.
It's going good. Understand? And it's an honor.
Give thanks.
It's always an honor because it's always an honor to try something new.
Mm.
You understand?
And help build bridges between two countries.
Great honor.
And give
You
thanks.
understand me? So we're saying to everybody in Australia, keep loving reggae music and remember Anthony B is for real. No meal deal. You understand? We're not just singing to make some money out of the music, but we're singing for a purpose and a reason. Everything we're saying come from our heart and our deepest thought. You understand? We think about what we sing before we start to sing. And meditate upon what we sing before we sing. You understand? But we got to sing a lot about the ladies because we can't let the ladies around the world feel like Rasta music is just a man thing.
Right.
You understand? It's just a king thing. Yeah, it's a king and queen thing. I say it's him and her and him, king and a queen. You understand? So you don't know that's what we are singing about. We just have to know so every man start. When you go to Rasta concert, bring your empress. Make it look joyful, look tremendous, make it look royal. You understand? The only way we'll get rid of certain things and certain elements. Blessed Rastafari, let's say the first. Yeah, man.
Rastafari.
Aye. I just wanted to ask a few other little ones as well. Wanted to know where the name Anthony B came from.
Well, my middle name is Anthony and my last name is Blair, you know?
Right.
So me I say like how Babylon don't give me a name already, me just say I'll keep it. Then me stuck a next name for myself.
Right.
You understand?
Just remix the name.
Yeah, let's remix the name because can't take 150 or 20 name in a Babylon.
Yeah.
Time will come when you get the right name. You understand?
Another one, I know you've had enough songs banned, but the first one I remember hearing about in Australia was Fire Upon Rome. And that got played heaps in Australia. It seemed like if it gets banned here, it gets played everywhere around the world. Just even more.
Yeah, because you see, maybe because Mr. Jones' name never night. You understand in Australia, so it don't really affect them. But
That's right.
in Jamaica, all the people talk about. You understand? Another song called Now Vote Again.
Yeah.
Which is another band song.
Yeah.
A song called Watch What You Eat and What You Drink and When You Sleep. Because that time was the invasion of the McDonald's. All these
Yeah.
places he built up now, they were just coming in.
Yeah.
You understand? So at that time I was trying to block them out.
Right.
To show Jamaican people that
Respect
look
that.
out, these McDonald's and these backskin rabbit and these
Yeah,
burger.
respect that.
You understand? So get a lot of fight out for that.
Yeah.
You understand? So right now what's going on right now next, the next thing I look out now I see is Jamaica is what, the 54th state or 53rd state of America. Guaranteed. Sell already, deliver already, paper sign, and over. Everything is just for the people who know right now. You will never find no way you find an American company. See? Come from California. Spend so much in a Jamaican airport. Eh? No, the contractor will build LAX and them will build Montego Bay Airport. They will lease it for a couple of years. No. It's an American state. They must set up the airport so it can fit.
They Americans build the whole airport.
The Montego Bay Airport.
Far out. I didn't know that.
Yeah, man, a lot of things. So these are the things you have to know. If you listen to all of these things, because we always have to know what's going on. You understand? So,
Well, obviously.
them a campaign for the Caribbean, them spend US dollar now.
Say again?
Them a campaign so the CARICOM start to spend US dollars.
Right.
You understand?
All of it.
Well, obviously, you tour all over Europe, and I wanted to ask, you've played in Rome before. What's it like singing Fire Upon Rome over in Italy?
Well, Anthony B is the king in Rome, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, not the Pope. You understand? Because in Rome, the Pope used Swiss guard to guard him in Vatican City. You know?
Swiss guard.
Yeah. The guard that guard the Pope are Swiss guard, they're not from Italy.
Okay.
The only time the Pope come in Italy and march, they shot him. When the Pope is going through Italy, he got to go through bulletproof Anthony B go to Italy, it's 10 and 15,000 people come and say fire
Right.
power. So he's the king in Italy, not the Pope.
Respect.
The Pope suffer the people in Italy. His rent, his house, the Vatican houses are too dear, the taxes are too high, and the people suffer under the regime of the Roman Catholic government. You understand? So when you sing these songs, you're singing from the heart and these people who feel the oppression. Because you don't need no glasses to see. Look at Mexico. Mexico is the neighbor in America. America is a free country. Mexico is a Roman Catholic country, and they suffer the most. And they are a country that was richer than America, more wealthier than America. You understand? In the gold rush, they get more gold than America. America had to go to California to get gold.
Right.
There was already Mexico with all these gold and diamond. So where all these riches are. You understand? So it's there. Same thing going on in Europe. A lot of these people suffer under this regime.
Right.
You understand? That's why Sicilian people become mafias and gangsters. You understand? You go to Sicily, they tell you that no trailer come to Sicily. They don't take no trailer there, no gas truck don't come there, no bread van don't come there, no flour van don't come there. So if these people want flour van to come there, it's like living in Negril and everything come and stop in Savlamar. You have to drive car, go to Savlamar with gun and hijack the truck, take it to Sicily. That's how these mafia thing born.
Right.
So these people, they don't support the Pope, you know. And the people of the world need to know that, you know.
Right. So you keep the fire burning.
Yeah, man. Italian burn the Pope straight.
Right. All right, Anthony B. We've been talking so long; it's become dark now. So to wrap things up, is there any party messages you'd like to pass on to the Australian?
Well, we're just gonna say to Australia, I got an album. It's called Untouchable. Just like a cowboy living on the good side. Yeah, when I move, boy, sounds like when dove cry. Remember, I tell you, I'm untouchable. FBI, CIA, come and chase me. But I am uncatchable. That's my new album coming out in store. You don't know. So go out and support it. You understand? We also had a song with Wycliffe telling George Bush and Tony Blair to stop the war that's going on in Iraq. It's called Soldiers, Soldiers with a Purpose. Not a rebel without a cause. So you don't know, this is the album from Anthony B. It's my 8th album. So go out and support it. Real evolutionary, still blazing, still burning. Light it up!
Yes, Anthony B. Give thanks.
Yo go yo, Emperor Selassie. Jah is the only way.
Anthony B. speaking at the back of Jah Freedom recording studio in Negril, Jamaica back in 2004. That's it for another episode. As always, if you've enjoyed the show and you haven't left a positive review on whatever platform you're listening to it on, please give the podcast a 5-star rating if you can, and tell anybody about it that might be interested in listening to this sort of thing. I'll be back again in a few weeks with one of my oldest interviews, going back to the late 90s, an interview with one of the greatest producers in reggae music history. Thanks for listening, and big up for making it all the way to the end of this podcast. Eyes as every time.
Man burn them skin, yeah.